Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome back to another episode of the Journey Career Mode in FIFA 19. We are coming pretty close to the end of our first full season in the Eredivisie, our second season with Ajax overall. And we have the semi-finals of the competition, pretty much the only competition that we won last season in the Orange Becca, looking to go back to back. Full strength team going into this one, and again, I'm not taking it easy on Utrecht at all. I want to make sure we get to at least another final, because at the moment, there is a chance that the treble is on. We're doing very well in the Eredivisie. We could potentially win the Orange Becca again, and then, if we were to pull off somehow a shock Champions League final appearance and maybe go on to win the whole thing, just like Ajax are in real life, we could potentially have a treble winning season just like they may do. It's mental. We will see, though, if we can at least make that happen by winning this game. We can at least keep the dream alive with a win today. And again, we are so dominant right now in the Netherlands that if we don't make the final, I will be very disappointed. This is like a top 4 team in the Netherlands this season, though, Utrecht. So, I mean, we'll try our best. Danny Olmo. Bang! Oh, I had a few bodies to get through, but got there in the end, and we take a very early lead. Look at this. I played it to Danny Olmo and expected to, like, I don't know, maybe pass it off to Neres. He would break away, and the defender that was on him would come to Danny Olmo. But in the end, nothing really. And now we know how it got through. It's gone through a pair of legs, a nutmeg goal. I genuinely didn't expect it to get through, but it did, and here we are. With a 1-0 lead in the semi-final, immediately just taking the crowd out the game immediately. And it's just opening up for us. Oh, referee! Disgusting! Never getting to the ball, and that's a penalty. Look at this. Danny Olmo at the moment is everywhere. To be fair, he actually did end up winning the ball. And that is kind of outside of the box, but no, definitely a penalty. It was very close. I mean, typically we would get Kasper Dolberg to take these, but Barco steps up and Barco converts! 2-0. What a start to this game. Here he comes again. This man who's been threatening all bloody day. Gonna lay this one off instead. Gonna be unselfish. What a fucking awful shot, though, from Sander Berge. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, that's a fucking... That was not a good ball, really. Sent him way too deep. Made the angle so tight for David Neres. But the positioning of the goalkeeper really was what ended up, thankfully, being able to allow David Neres to get that goal. He ends up putting it away into the side netting, which really, to be fair, is all he could have aimed for. All he could have got to. But the keeper, I don't know, he comes a long way across and, well, you just leave that entire side of the goal open. And now, I think, pretty safe to say, unless an absolute shock happens in the second half, we have got to be through to the final. Great tackle, Tagliafico. Sander Berge eventually gets it through to Danny Olmo. A 1-2. Is it on? Maybe even a 1-2-3. I don't know. We have options now. David Neres, he's off. He's off, but I can't quite find options. Eventually the shot from Schlager! And it is 4. And this is becoming a massacre. Can you believe it? I'm just getting in behind so easily and getting so many looks at goal. This is absolutely crazy. That goal, the best of the bunch so far. 4 individual goal scorers as we go 4-0 up. And I think, unless we pick that one off, that is going to do it. We couldn't manage it with Schlager. He's already scored 1 great goal. He would have loved to have gotten him in a second before half-time. But 4-0, that's a comfortable enough lead, I reckon, to go into half-time with. But I'm not really seeing much ahead of me, boys. This is a dead possession at the moment. Unless you guys get out of your fucking art. Like, honestly, finally. Here we go. This is a bit better. Tagliafico's off here. You can see a cross at the back stick. Header. And 5! Who's come in from that right-hand side? It surely got to be, and it is David Neres. Just another one. Why not? That one's down dead straight the middle of the goal. Over the head of the goalkeeper before he could have any time to react to it. Good ball there by Neres, and the volley goes absolutely a mile up. This, I imagine, is going to do it. They might have this one last attack. The referee might give it to him. Please don't give up the clean sheet now. Thank you very much. Weak shot in the end. Andre Onana, boot it forward, and we are done. We are finished here, 5-0 victory, and a spot in the Orange Becca final. And I believe we are going to be facing AZ in the final. So no PSV v Ajax final, no Feyenoord v Ajax final. It's quite surprising, but we book our spot into the cup final. You see it there. AZ just about got it done against ADO Den Haag, who are not exactly setting the Eredivisie alight, and at least Utrecht are in the top 4. We completely dismantled them. I reckon we'd be strong favourites. Now, there are only like 6 games left in the Eredivisie, so we are surely going to be wrapping up the Eredivisie title in this episode. I just wonder how many games we'll have left to play until that happens. When is it going to be mathematically over and done with? We'll simulate this one against Zwolle there, and we are the away side, but we score early, did concede, but we ended up getting a 2-1 win. Minor rotation of the drills here. Lacroix is going to be getting 2 more drills, or a second drill now. Justice Wagner, I'm actually going to work on some of his shooting stats, because I've been honestly seeing him occasionally creep forward from time to time, and maybe we need to work on something. Like, he still hasn't scored a goal yet. I mean, Carson Park scored on his debut. Justice Wagner's probably made something close to 40, 50 appearances for me as a manager, still waiting on his first goal. Yes, he's a centre-back, so it's okay, but I'm waiting for the day. He's going to get drills working on some of his shooting. I don't know if the ball would ever drop to him at a corner awkwardly, and he'd need us to put his laces through it. Hopefully, maybe one day it'll happen. But we have a 12-point lead with only 5 games left to go. So this one against PSV, this is the game that would surely decide it, wouldn't it? I think it would, because after this, there'd only be 4 games left to play, so a maximum of 12 points. If we were to win this game against PSV, even draw it. Now, if we were to win this game against PSV, that seals the title. The Eredivisie title race will probably reach its conclusion so long as we win the game, but we did, obviously, the first of the new month, get a bunch of scout reports back. No one really in Belgium or the Netherlands that we found, but Dennis Weber, with a good max overall and potential's okay, value is I don't think I'll go for him, but I might go for Christoph Gruner, if that is how you pronounce it, because again, good max overall, nice potential, very nice potential. He's only 5'8", but if he ends up playing as a centre-back, I'll be concerned, because he's either going to be a centre-back or a CM right midfielder. I'm really hoping he becomes a midfielder, but his value is great. He's the one I'm going to pick up. Well, let's do this then. I keep talking about how the treble is on. We win the Eredivisie today. We potentially win the final a little later on down the track in about a month's time. The cup final anyway of the Orange Becker. And then whatever happens in the Champions League happens. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Come on, let's end it today. This top of the table clash, 1v2. We're just looking to end it in a blockbuster. Reminder if you need it, we have an overwhelming goal difference as well. So let's say we were to draw, we'd have that 12-point lead, and we would have to, bottle every single one of our remaining 4 games, losing them all, PSV winning all of theirs, and then even then, goal difference would come into it. Honestly, let's just win it and let's just end it. Make the other 4 games that we have coming up irrelevant. Let's do it then, lads. Come on, here we go. We're hoping to make this the final game that we're really going to care about in the Eredivisie. Let's seal this title right now. Who wants to score it? Who wants to score the goal that'll potentially... Oh! Sanabria nearly immediately taking the lead in the game. I was about to say who's going to take home or score this winning goal, this title-winning goal. Scoop by Neres. Gorgeous! What a fucking save by the goalkeeper again. 20 minutes in of domination and you're not making it count as of yet. Lovely scoop turn by Neres and then the outside of the boot finish. Plays the ball to him, but he's not exactly away. It's a good touch. Left-hand side. Is it opening up here? Yeah, good heavy... Oh, my God! Lads, fuck me. Is the finishing just shit at the moment? All right, that's better. Low cross. Back stick. Still there. Ah, fake shot. Lay this one off. In the middle. And finally, after half an hour, it's Xavier Schlager. Is that the Eredivisie winning goal? Look at this. The header was cleared away. Not too great. Barker with a little fake shot. Schlager came running in. What a shot that is. He's almost passed it into the back of the net. And he's got the curve away, the slice on it, to get away from the keeper and into the net. Lovely goal. Finally, our dominance pays off. Could be on again here. Could be on again. Could be Schlager again. Or could he set up the second? Oh, straight away. Both barrels. Xavier Schlager scored the first. He sets up the second. Danny Olmo may have just buried PSV's chances. Look at this. Going off the little pass with 4 around him. My God, is he Lionel Messi? He feels like it at times, Xavier Schlager. Unbelievable. Surrounded by defenders. Finds a way to get it to Olmo. Olmo finds a way to stick it in the net. Through the fucking legs. Are you kidding me? They have worked this all the fucking way up, and eventually, that was ridiculous. I could not get close to intercepting that ball. It's their best move of the day, and in the end, Huang Hee-chan can't do anything with it. I don't know if it fucking nearly even got through Onana's legs. They get a corner at the end of all of that anyway, and oh wow, good strong header. They've finished the half strong, but they're not really going to get anything from it. We still have breathing space going into the second half, and what could hopefully be the last 45 minutes that we will have left to fight for in the title race. You stop the cross. No, we can't. Headed away, not really, but at least we now have possession of the ball. And maybe a chance to absolutely end it here. Neres, here we go. Come on, he's kind of away here. Kind of away. Neres, he straightens up. Will he fight with his left fucking foot? You're kidding me, mate. You're fucking right-footed. Even in that situation. Even on their stronger foot, they never fucking listen. They just will not ever take it with the foot I'm trying to get them to shoot with. Even when it's their fucking stronger foot. Good one. Barco. Found a perfect ball. Absolutely perfect ball for Sander Berger, who's surely buried it. It's done and dusted. We are once again Dutch champions. We have won a title in Australia, a title in America, and now a title in the Netherlands. And one's got to think, is it time for maybe a change of scenery? Now that we've won the title here again, I don't know. I think it's fairly safe to say that we have dominated the Netherlands, and maybe it's time. I don't know. And there is absolutely no time left. Olmo made one last interception, hopefully getting one last chance to get a goal, but it won't happen because we've already scored enough. We have done enough this season to take home the Eredivisie. We lost, unfortunately, to PSV last season, and now we beat them on our own turf to actually seal it. It's glorious. Get those gold badges off. They belong on the Ajax shirt. This is the expectation when you are managing Ajax, so this is just a tick in the book as far as I'm concerned. We've got the job done. Now we move on to the Orange Becker, and our real ambitions are trying to do whatever we can in the Champions League. I have given the honours to Andre Onana, even though he spills the ball coming in from corners and crosses all the fucking time. He's at least got a firm grip on that. There you go. Come on, boys. Oh, very good. It's got me thinking. Is it time for a move, regardless of how things go in the Orange Becker final in the Champions League? I don't know. I think it could be. The shield is ours, and now all we do is pretty much turn our attention to the Orange Becker final, which is coming up, and, of course, the quarters of the Champions League. The first leg of which is actually against Napoli, and it's going to be the away leg. I always sim the away leg and then play the second. So even though this is the away leg, I'm going to do it anyway. Come on, we're on a fair win streak at the moment. I'm really hoping that we can keep it going. No, okay, 0-0. So we're going to go into the second leg completely level pegging at 0-0 and no away goals to speak of. Sander Berger too, by the way, is actually going to be suspended because he's picked up too many yellow cards. So he won't be playing the next game alongside Zavesh Schlager. Well, I guess we're going to have to play Daley Blind probably instead. I'm also just going to be rolling with this starting 11 for all the rest of my Eredivisie games because since the job is done, I don't want to play any of my usual starting 11 players. So it's an okay side with a very good, strong, capable defense. If we end up losing games, so be it. The title's already done, and I don't really care. We're not going for the most points possible. I just want to rest my main players for the Champions League. So with that team going up against Excelsior, are we able to pick up the win on the road? Yes, we do. All right, there you go. Dani Olmo came off the bench, as did Schlager and Vauber. No injuries to speak of. Good. I think all my starting 11 should be pretty well rested then, even the ones that did come on for a little stint. Only change we are making is Ramselaar is going to start over Dani Olmo, who was really like about less than 2/3 to half of his stamina. That's all that he had left. I didn't really want him to play the game or to start the game because we'd have to take him off pretty much at halftime. I'll bring him on if we need. Ramselaar can start because he's been good off the bench. Daley Blind too is obviously going in since Schlager accumulated too many red cards, unfortunately, or yellow cards, should I say. That is that. Also, Jeremiah St. Justa starts this game too as well because Carson Park was a bit tired as well. That's about it. Aside from Sanabria starting because Dolberg's still injured, most likely will remain injured for the entirety of the season. That is the team that hopefully can get us into the final four of the Champions League. This is going to be a big one. We came back from a deficit against Dortmund, now on level pegging, but still being mindful of away goals pretty much, which gives Napoli the advantage if they do score, then that would be quite the moment, wouldn't it? Hopefully, we can stop that from happening. Who'd they have to beat to get through here? RB Leipzig. And I have seen a couple of Napoli's players. They do have some good players. I don't know if they have a better team on paper than, of course, Dortmund, but there is one player Napoli has, which is going to be huge if he ends up scoring against me. If you may remember, the one and only Josef Martinez, the man I was in absolute love with at Atlanta United, wanted to bring him to Ajax, realized I didn't really need him that much. He left Atlanta, went to Napoli, and here we are meeting in the Champions League. I, in all honesty, didn't notice or actually remember that he was in this Napoli side during the first leg when we simulated it, but here he is. Big talking point if he scores the goal that puts Napoli through. We have got to keep him quiet. I love him, but he cannot have a blinder against me. I'll never live it down. Ball in over the top. Oh, what a fucking clearance. That is absolutely amazing. Does he leap over the head though, Jeremiah St. Justi? Yes, he does, but he comes down injured. Every fucking time two blokes go up together for a ball, one comes down injured in this game. Oh, Superman punch from Andre Onana to get rid of it. I try to whack it upfield. The ball ends up just sitting dead, going absolutely nowhere. Abubakar, the cross, the shot. Onana holds on. Bang. Oh, that's a fair effort as well. Again, I'm getting a lot of shots going through and challenging the goalkeeper that I'm fully expecting to be blocked, including this one. That's, yeah, just don't know how, but avoided all those two defenders. Been good save by Merit. And, oh wow, didn't even, I knew we were in stoppage time, yet for some reason I thought we'd have more time. Nah, didn't get it, that's okay, it's 0-0 still. 3 full halves of football, no goals yet in this contest. We've at least been able to keep Martinez off the ball for quite a fair bit, which is at least a little win. I like this attack. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Surely the first. Surely the first! After nearly 2 hours of football, we see the first goal in this contest. Gosh, it's actually technically been over 2 hours of football, but Schlager was there and into the side netting he puts it to finally give us the lead on aggregate and overall in this game. God, I love the keepers. They just need to cover their near post in that situation so much they leave that side of the goal gaping, and we take advantage. Let's just remember though, if they get one fucking goal, that's it, and tie this thing up, they're going through. Please, that would be a devastating way. Wow, the correct turn wasn't really, I just wanted a simple fake shot, but no, I didn't get it. This would be, oh, what a goal! Combining for the second. Lovely play. And David Neres has maybe almost surely secured our spot in the semis here. They could get 2 in this time, but I don't know. We've been looking good since the start of the second half. And I'm going to bring on Danny Olmo as well just to seal this if hopefully we can maybe grab a third. I mean, why not? God, what a ball. Olmo. Oh, it's bounced kindly for him though. Sanabria. Right hand side again. Oh, this is surely the sealer. Xavier Schlager. Left foot again. Why? It's the right foot in that situation every fucking time. Gosh, you just got to get it right, but they never fucking do. Edge of the box. Still no real opening to shoot here. Schlager turns around. He would have had one, and he does get it. Oh, off the post! That is it. Done. Semi-final berth for Ajax in the Champions League. Oh, baby. Come on. Just run over the top of them in this half. Schlager got tangled up with his defender, eventually got free to have a shot at goal. And in off of the post, how gorgeous is that? Lovely stuff. And that is the Final 4 of the Champions League in the bag without a doubt. I hate to do this to Josef Martinez, but oh my God, he has been non-existent in this game. I don't know what that pass was, but dispossessed, thank you very much. He has had no impact in this game. That is, oh, I'm so happy about that. Barco, off he goes. Getting swarmed right there, but found a brilliant ball in. And that is going to be the 4th! Oh, lovely little chip. Danny Olmo off the bench gets in on the action. And that is exactly how you seal it. With a cheeky chip just to completely destroy the confidence of the goalkeeper. May have actually got something on that. I don't know. We'll see on the replay once again. This will surely tell us. Just floating it up over and they sped it up at the worst time possible. I think, yeah, who cares? Doesn't matter. 4-0, we're done. Jeez, and I tell you what, considering that there were no goals scored in the first 3 halves of this contest across 2 legs, we have absolutely exploded. Oh my god, and nearly gotten 5 in the fourth half of this 2-legged affair. That would have been crazy. A little toe poke finish from Sanabria. So we got the win. We kept Josef Martinez quiet. Didn't allow him a single good look at goal. Didn't almost allow him a decent possession for the whole game. And we are through to the semis. Who we will face, though, is TBD. I wonder who we're going to get. But we are through to the Final 4. No hard feelings at all for Josef Martinez either. There may still be a time where I might sign him if I were to go to another club, but there was just no need at Ajax regardless. It is going to finish a 4-0 win for us. Man City go through. We've got Manchester United beating Barcelona on penalties. PSG beat Milan. So we're either getting PSG, Manchester United, or Manchester City. Honestly, whoever we get, I can't say I want either of those 3. I'll just take, you know. I think PSG would be tough. I think Man City would be tough. I think Manchester United, maybe, depending on paper, Manchester United would still be tough. So yeah, whoever we get, whoever we get. Just think it's a little unrealistic, you know, that we'd see both Manchester City and PSG make the semi-finals of the Champions League. Yeah, sure. We skip ahead with our second team. We still pick up wins, even with our second team. We have also reached, by the way, the final of the Orange Becker against AZ. And we are, we've also got a bit of a predicament on our hands because 2 or 3 days later, we play the first leg against, by the way, the team we've been drawn up against in the semis. That team has turned out to be PSG. And the first leg is going to be an away leg. Look, I tell you what, I'm going to play both legs from now on, I reckon. We've gotten to the business end now. It's real. We could actually do the treble so long as we win the cup final and then make the final of the Champions League. Tell you what, I feel like I'm probably going to need a stronger team against PSG, so I might field a maybe slightly weaker team for the final and just rotate in general, to make sure everyone's about as fresh as possible for the 2 games. But yeah, this is it. We've got 1 title in the bag. I feel pretty confident that after this, I'm going to be leaving Ajax and going somewhere else. I feel like depending on who's offering me jobs, I'll probably be moving on. But yeah, this hopefully will be at least a domestic double, which would be very nice. The treble ultimately is the dream. Join me for the next episode where we will ultimately see if I win the Orange Becker back-to-back and if I can make the Champions League final with Ajax. Until then, my name is MasterBucks. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a good one.